What is poppin', YouTube? Right. Lovely, lovely sunny morning here today, and just gonna have a little walk down the canal. Yeah, gotta test the old camera out. I mean, what they don't tell you on these videos is quite the sort of things that end up going wrong when you first start vlogging. And that would be this current issue that I'm having is actually the SIM card issue and possibly corruption. So in my earlier videos, I'd probably definitely, nice little bullshit, definitely, ooh, Porsche. Maybe one day I'll have a Porsche. That'd be great. Say it'd be great. You're stuck in traffic all the time anyway. Yeah, anyway, SIM card corruption. Gosh, not something I thought I was gonna run into at all. But alas, yes, I have. And yeah, so this video I need to just keep running it until I get to the end of my SIM card to see if there is any corruption or not. So when I've uploaded my videos onto the computer, it's just basically missed the whole load out. So when you go on your media player or whatever it is, and it says it's imported all the videos, there's just missing ones. I managed to get a card reader, so I actually found the videos that were missing and found that there was a sketch, a glitch kind of thing in the video that I had to actually cut out, and then I could upload it. So that is the main purpose of this vlog, and obviously just trying to keep it going, trying to do a vlog, well, minimum of once a week in England, and then when we get to Asia, well, I'm sure there'll be days that I don't do it for whatever reason, but I'll definitely want to do it almost every day. That's what I'm gonna try and do. I guess the traveling days might make it a bit difficult. I'm planning on going down the Mekong River. Whether I can do any uploading there, that'll be interesting. Not sure about that one. Again, it just gives you motivation to get out in the world doing this vlogging, this video, and it's such a nice morning, whereas perhaps I might not have bothered to get out and do something. Definitely worth it. That's what an English canal looks like, people. Well, that's the yeah, that's the lock, isn't it? And the canal just all the way down and up. At bridge 54 on a certain canal, which I'm not sure the name of. I obviously know the area, just south of Birmingham. How much can you see of this view? Not sure, but it is an absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. Try and get the sun in as well. It's definitely not warm. I haven't checked the weather, but I imagine it's about 5 5 to 8, probably not 8, it's probably 5. Yeah, but yeah, it's just lovely to get out, lovely to get some fresh air, and you know, follow Bjorn's advice. I think his name's Bjorn the campsman who from Norway, who suggests we all get outside. There's a heron, if you can see. Yeah, I highly doubt that I picked up something that small that far away, but might be coming back around. I think it's a heron, or it might just be a seagull, to be fair. They look quite big. But there's 2 of them. I've seen 1 around here before, but definitely not 2. But it does look massive from here. Or it's a very big gull. Cracking views, lovely sunshine, even though the summer is gone. We got some nice sunshine here in England. The last videos I did, if you check out my Malvern video, it was all foggy and misty. Even that Birmingham video that I vlogged, the only reason why I went to Birmingham on Remembrance Sunday was because it was so foggy and misty that I just thought, where I was planning on going, you're not gonna see anything, so what's the actual point? So I went into Birmingham for my first urban outing. See a lovely view there of the locks. One of my favorites in this area. I'm gonna walk down there. I'm gonna give myself a little, well, I'm going to change the mode. It's very muddy and slippy, so you know, one thing about vlogging, I'm not planning on being one of these vloggers that does something incredibly stupid and just for the content. Right, I find myself in this lovely farmer's field all by myself here, and it is a public footpath. There are signs, so I am allowed to be here, and I would just suggest, if you do plan on doing any walking in England, especially around this time of year, autumn, absolutely lovely. You need your best, your best walking shoes, not your best trainers, because they ain't gonna come out looking how they looked before. And I haven't worn my most superb walking boots that I do have, but not wearing my best either, so no problem there at all. Need to try and not sniff so much. Not when I'm videoing anyway, but it's so cold. And cold just makes my nose run. Okay, some banging in the distance. I always hear banging in the distance. I guess they're either shooting something. Well, I could be completely wrong, but quite possible. Yeah, I was only planning on really doing a short walk today, but you know, whenever I get out, I end up doing a whole lot more than just a short walk, because it's a bit like Pringles. Once you pop, you cannot stop, folks. You cannot stop. Oh yeah, that was lovely. Nice. It's just what the viewers want to see. But it's all about being real. I think if you want to get any sort of viewership, you got to be real to a degree. I mean, we're all real, but none of that fake stuff. Yeah, it's really nice here. It's just a place, a part of England that, you know, not many people are gonna see. You're not gonna come to England and come to this farmer's field, are you? So, you know, gives you the opportunity to see that sort of thing from my view. And well, what tourists do in England does interest me a bit. I wonder, you know, whether they truly go and see the real England, whether they end up going to London, or, well, I wouldn't imagine tourism in Birmingham's completely through the roof. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ the Lord. I don't want to be sniffing all the time on these videos. Excuse me whilst I do my coat up. I'm not doing a lot of pausing because I want to use as much memory as possible. See if this corruption is gone or not. I am picking up a spare SIM card today anyway, but I'd still rather this one works as well, so I can take two on my travels. It's not a SIM card, is it? It's an SD card, sorry. Forgive my incorrect terminology. Muddy, slippy path. And this is the sort of thing you should be doing if you come and visit England. Go find some countryside, and you know, I'm not talking the Lake District either. I've just recently been up to the Lake District, and I think if I'd have vlogged that, I would have got some nice shots, but it was so busy I didn't really find it all that enjoyable. And a lot of the walking, well, around the centre, there's just loads of cars, and I wouldn't really want to walk down those roads, like where Lake Windermere is and the other town not so far away. Just cars everywhere, tourists everywhere, and it is a nice place to see, but I feel like you could do some better walking in England for sure. You know, when you walk past people with the camera, you get smiles from people. But I feel like if everyone could vlog and achieve something via vlogging, they would definitely do it. So that's why I'm gonna give it a pop. I'm gonna try and make something. You know, whether I can accumulate a few followers, that'd be really cool. I'd really love that. And it's not just gonna be me walking around England. But I don't see why there wouldn't be a lot of people interested in this sort of content either, because I've watched a load of content that, you know, it is just a person talking, And I enjoy that sort of thing as well, as lots of action. Jesus. Don't want the wrong type of action. I just said I wasn't going to do anything stupid for content. You get so engrossed. This is your linear horizon setting, horizon leveling, so it should sort of do something, adjust the horizon. And well, you never know, this could be one that's worth sticking with, so I'm gonna keep going with this one for a couple of minutes, see what it turns out with. But probably can't be bothered to go much further than this bridge. I'll get to the bridge and then I'll turn around. It's all about finding new scenery. You do these videos, as people want different scenes. There'll be some talking with people at some point. At the minute, I have not spoken to anybody on the vlog, so definitely something I want to do. It's just early days, you know, finding that first person who wants to take the jump, who wants to join me on my vlog today. I'm finding something interesting to do with the person. Might just be a conversation. Certainly could go down the interview route. Good morning. Yeah, talking absolute, it feels like you're talking a load of, you're just firing out your thoughts, which is definitely something you wouldn't normally do walking around if you're not a vlogger. But so yeah, walking past people, especially talk English, I don't know, doesn't feel normal yet. I just have this feeling of when you are in, say, Tokyo on that busy like crosswalk, it should just be a whole lot easier, is my theory. Although nothing changes. Not a whole lot down here. Might be able to see some sheep, possibly. I think also, well, it's a matter of warming up. Well, I mean literally warming up, like when you're going for a jog, right? Do you just start vlogging, without having a little warm up. Maybe you can, maybe you can. Depends what's going on, I guess, but certainly when I was in Birmingham, you know, you get used to it. You feel a bit better about it, like the longer you're doing it. And then you just keep going. More banging, more popping. And then video length as well is an interesting one, because for sure, I mean, my attention span when I'm scrolling through the phone, just flicking through people's random travel vids. Yeah, I don't watch it all. Watch all mine, please. Subscribe. All of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of thinking of the direction I'm gonna be going. Not planning on being one of those vloggers that's always going around getting hammered and vlogging the night out. Definitely not planning on that, because I hate hangovers. Not planning on getting too many of them. If I get one, it'll be one too many. Certainly do not think, not these days. I'm not sure if a hangover for me is worth the night before. Probably say that as a no, because hangovers suck, folks. I do wonder, you know, maybe it's just me, but the fact that alcohol is just widely available in supermarkets is a bit of a shocker. And at this point, we all know how bad it can be for people, and maybe some people it affects differently to others as well. So, you know, there'll be a lot of people who say they can enjoy a drink, but yeah, I don't find that I enjoy it, to be honest. So I don't. Not very often, anyway. Am I gonna go and make some clips around the bars? Possibly. It depends. Depends if I'm gonna avoid them completely, to be honest. It may well be. But I just can't be asked to go around hanging out in Asian bars, although when I get out there, you know, am I gonna have this realization that that's just what people do? It's fun. I'm sure it is fun to an extent. And I have been out in Asia before, so I know what it's like. Certainly I've changed since then, so the sense of what I want to do out there is going to be different. I'm definitely going to want to check out some lovely scenery and get some super shots. And I think we got some good shots here. See that? That's where I was standing before. Might just sneak back up there, or maybe just go over the bridge and then call it a day. I'll add more vlogs to the SIM card to try and fill it up. To just double test, double check for that what you call it, damage. Morning.